Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at how we can use the triangle exterior angle theorem. So let's talk about what is the exterior angle of a polygon. So the exterior angle is the angle formed by extending any side of a polygon. So if you look at this triangle, we've extended this side of the triangle. So this part is the exterior angle. So the remote interior angles are going to be the two inside angles not touching the exterior angles. So if we look at this triangle here, if this is the exterior angle, then this angle in the very bottom corner and this angle in the very bottom corner will be remote. Let's take a look at this exploration. So on a normal day, you would get a triangle from me and would mark the corners with a 1, 2, or 3. So this could be angle 1, this could be angle 2, and this would be angle 3. So trace the triangle in the box. This is already going to be here for us. And we already have an exterior angle, which is given to you by this extended side, and it's labeled exterior angle here. So what's going to happen is we're going to tear off angles 1 and 2. So this is angle 1, this is angle 2, and we're going to place them on the exterior angle. So let's watch this video to see what happens. So notice that this angle is going to come over here. This exterior angle is going to come down, and notice they fit exactly in the exterior angle. And even when you adjust the triangle, no matter what size triangle, the same thing will be true. So watch this again. So from the triangle exterior angle theorem, we learned that if one side of a triangle is extended, the measure of the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two remote interior angles. In the future, I'll be abbreviating this by triangle exterior angle theorem. So when you see this, it's going to reference the theorem. So I want you to watch this video one more time. So these were the remote angles. They were, in a sense, torn off and put here for the exterior angle, and they match exactly. What I want you to pay attention to is watch what happens when the size of the triangle is moved. Watch what happens to these angles. So watch carefully because it's going to happen quickly. Notice that the pink and the green subtly change size as the triangle change sides. So let's watch that one more time. So as the triangles are put into place, watch as they adjust the size of the triangle, the pink and the green also adjusted. You can see it right here. So again, that'll just help you understand that this is true for any size triangle. Now let's prove it. So for any triangle, one side can be extended to form the exterior angle, which is here. So we're given that measurement of angles 1 plus 2 and 3. These will equal 180. And we're trying to prove that angles 1 and 2 will add to angle 4, which is our exterior angle. So remember, your first statement is always going to be the given information. Next, we have a clue. Measurement of angle 3 plus measurement of angle 4 is equal to something. So if we look at our diagram, what do measurements of angle 3 and 4 add to? They add to 180 because they form a linear pair or are supplementary angles. Next, we have the transitive property. So notice that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 180. And then if I add 3 and 4 to equal 180, if they're both equal to 180, that means that these are equal to each other. Then we're able to use the subtraction property of equality and subtract angle 3 from both sides, which will leave me measurement of angle 1 plus measurement of angle 2 is equal to measurement of angle 4. Now we can use the exterior angle theorem to be able to find missing sides from triangles. So let's look at number 1. Your exterior angle is x, and your remote angles are 108 degrees and 406 degrees. So the exterior angle theorem states that if I add these two together, it's equal to the exterior angle. So all I have to do is take 108 and add 46, and it should give me x, which makes x 154 degrees. Now let's take a look at number 2. Number 2 looks a little bit different. So here we have our remote angles, and the 107 is my exterior angle. So this time we're going to be adding the x and the 51, which is going to give me 107. Then you would subtract the 51 from each side, and you get x is equal to 56 degrees. Let's take a look at number 4. Which angles represent the remote angles that you would add together? The remote angles are x and 25. So remember, remote angles are the two inside angles that are not touching the exterior angles. So this time we would add x plus 25 is equal to 88. Then you would subtract 25 from each side, and x would equal 63 degrees. Let's take a look at number 5. This one might look a little tricky because at first glance you think that you only have one angle, but we have a 90-degree angle here. So we have these two remote angles that we're going to add together to equal the exterior angle. So we have x plus 90 is going to be equal to my exterior angle, which is 3x plus 24. So this one's a little bit tricky just because now we have variables on both sides of the equal sign. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract the x over. That would give me 90 is equal to 2x plus 24. And then I'm going to subtract the 24 over. So 90 minus 24 is 66. And if 66 is equal to 2x, then 33 is equal to x. Let's take a look at number 6. Which of these angles represents the remote angles? The remote angles are 50 and the 2x minus 4 because they are opposite or not touching the exterior angle. So we're going to add those together. So we have 50 plus 2x minus 4 is equal to 120. Next, we want to combine our like terms. So you have a positive 50 and a negative 4. So that's going to give you 2x plus 46 is equal to 120. Then subtract the 46. You'll get 2x is equal to 74, making x 37 degrees. Let's take a look at number 7. Of these angles given, which represents the exterior angle? If your two remote angles are the x plus 17 and the 90, that makes the 4x plus 8 the exterior angle. So we will want to add the x plus 17 plus the 90 is equal to my exterior angle of 4x plus 8. I'm going to go ahead and combine my like terms. So you have like terms of 17 and 90. So we have x plus 107 is equal to 4x plus 8. I'm going to subtract the x over to keep a positive variable term. So that will give me 107 equals 3x plus 8. And then subtract the 8 over. 107 minus 8 is 99. So 99 is equal to 3x. And when you divide by 3 on both sides, you get an answer of 33 degrees for x.